Today we're going to be working with the connecting selection short answer response with the passage from Calamities and Catastrophes and the passage from Night. So the question we're being asked is, how are the experiences between the Swedish Army and Calamities and Catastrophes and Eliezer and Night similar? Use evidence from both texts to support your understanding. Okay, so to get started, even though I know it's kind of hard at first, but we really need to do this to make sure that we've planned everything out appropriately, we're going to start with the T-chart here at the bottom of our page, okay? So since the question is asking for how are their experiences similar, okay, and we're talking about the Swedish Army and Eliezer, we're going to be looking for L2s that show that they're similar. Okay, so we'll make a little L2 column here and go all the way across. We're going to need evidence from both selections, okay? So we'll do L1s here, and that's going to be from Calamities and Catastrophes. Okay, and then we're going to need L1s as well from Night. Okay, so remember that whatever L2s you come up with, whatever associations, ideas, thoughts, and feelings, whatever you come up with here, it has to work for both texts, okay? It's going to have to work for both texts. So I'm going to do a few with you, and then you are going to finish and do a few on your own. Okay, so let's look first at calamities and catastrophes and night and think about some of the things that are similar. So specifically what I found that I thought was pretty similar was especially up here in this first text, we experienced such cold as I shall never forget. So they're going through this like horrible experience of marching. They're saying they have spittle from their mouths turning to ice, which is gross, like they spit and it freezes. They have sparrows falling from roofs to the ground. Men without hands and feet, deprived of fingers, face, ears, and noses. They're crawling. Such cold as I should never forget. So that's a pretty extreme experience, right? That's a pretty destructive time for them. And so I'm thinking when I look over here and tonight, kind of similar things here. Um, okay, I got up gritting my teeth. It was far from easy. Under our feet were men crushed, trampled, and underfoot. The icy wind stung his face. I bit my lips continually to prevent them from freezing. Okay, so when I'm looking at all of these, yes, I think that despair would work for both. I think about despair like they're just feeling totally desperate. Okay, so if you look up despair, if you look up desperate in the thesaurus, and you can see what you find, one of the words would be agony as well. I think pain would also work. And those three I think would work for both, okay? So we're going to go back over here to our chart, and we came up with despair, agony, and pain. Okay, so your next step then is going to be finding evidence from both calamities and catastrophes and night to support these three L2s. Now, don't get too excited. I have not done all the work for you, okay? You're going to need at least 3 more L2s in your chart. Okay, so we're going to need a total then of 6. You'll have my 3 that we did together, and then you're going to have your 3. Okay, so go ahead and find your 3 L2s first, and then you'll be ready to move on, and we'll work a little bit with the text evidence.